Hello my friends, it's Maddie of The Girly Geek and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new around here. Today I'm going to be doing a plan with me for a weekly spread in my catch-all vertical planner. It is for the final week of January and I thought I might go with a bit of a summer theme because it is summer here in Australia and I wanted to, leverage that while I can. I haven't picked out my stickers or pulled them all out yet, but I am thinking of predominantly using Squad Life today, and then also a bunch of colourful boxes, maybe some colourful shapes, some Planner Babe, and I think also maybe a bit of handwritten plans. So for the main elements of the spread, I'll be using Squad Life, obviously a summer section. I really love the color scheme that they've got going on here of the pink, the orangey red, the blue. So I'm going to be using that and a lot of these decorative elements, these squad girls as well. I think they're just super cute, super fun, and I love how all these colors work together, so I'm excited to put them all down. Nothing too fancy and not too much mix matching from, a bunch of different books for like the foundation of the spread. It'll be mostly this, some colorful boxes, and the rest that I mentioned are just kind of for decorative elements, like 1 or 2 stickers here and there. But for the most part, I'll be using this, which is kind of a rarity for me because I usually pull from like more than 5 sticker books, and more than 5 stickers from each. So trying to keep it a little bit simple for myself in this upcoming week. I don't have a whole lot of time to talk through everything, so I'm going to speed this up and hit you with that voiceover because noisy family are around. So yeah, let's do that. I'm gonna go ahead, pull out my pages, put them in the plastic sheet as usual. I apologize for the glare on that. I know it's annoying, but it's just the easiest way for me to get it done. I've moved my ring light, so hopefully it shouldn't be an issue. And then I'm going to pull out all my stickers onto some wax paper. So yeah, let's get started. Hello, it is voiceover Maddie here today, and I'm going to be talking you through the rationale behind my sticker selection and I guess placement for today. So as you know, I usually take quite a long time to pick my stickers. If you don't know, if you're new around here, I usually take upwards of half an hour to select all my stickers, mostly because I like to pull from multiple books and not really go with a set theme from one book, but kind of build my own using, a color palette or a theme, and then going through multiple books to select what I think works. But for this week, like I said, I wanted to keep things a little bit simple and go with basically what's already laid out in this book, which is the summer theme. And I really adored the bright colors in this spread. They are not my usual area of comfort. They're outside my comfort zone. I usually like to operate with pastels, gold and rose gold. Those are my favorites, and florals and watercolors. I really like a soft, kind of dreamy and ethereal look, but it is summer and I wanted to really lean into the brightness that summer screams. I mean, it's sweltering hot here in Sydney lately. Today is 37, closer to 40, but yeah, that's very hot. So I am going with brightness because it's warranted. It's the season of summer and I really think these stickers are super cute. So within the stickers of that summer section, I really lent into the three main colours of that royal blue, the corally red, and the kind of peachy pink. I thought they looked lovely together, especially in the border of this little box that I just placed in the lower right corner. I really like the pattern of it and the colours, and I kind of just wanted to play off that for, you know, the rest of the spread. I attempted to pull some stickers from some other books, just like colourful boxes that worked well with it, and do some layering, but I wasn't a huge fan of the colourful shapes and colourful boxes that I pulled in the end. But here you can see I'm trimming this double box sticker into half to incorporate it into the two different sides of my spread and do some layering. I do love a good layering moment. Usually when I'm layering, I like to choose a pattern and then put a, circle, one of these arched boxes, or just a box over it, kind of like this. Sometimes I will make things interesting by slicing it diagonally, so it's like a triangle shape, and then splitting the two halves over the page. I do this a lot with Christmas patterns, I don't know why, so if you want to see that, go back to some of my Christmas spreads. But yeah, I like to layer stickers and kind of create different little clusters and then play around with the placement of those. I try to group them into days that I know I have lots to do, or maybe an important event on, but that isn't all the time. So boxes are also really good for filling up space when I don't have a ton to write. You can see I just like to place the big, usually squares and rectangles first, so that I can play around with the decorative elements all around it and go off from there. I think my planner spreads are just a long process of, trial and error. I place things down if I like where they go. I keep them there, but that's why I have the plastic sleeve down, so I can move things around a couple times, because I rarely put something down and have it stay there for the entirety of like my planning process. It's rare. It happens with like those big text boxes, like the one in the bottom right corner here, but apart from that, I move things around multiple times. It's just how I am. I'm pretty pedantic about my placement. Like you can see here, I was getting kind of annoyed. I did like the shape of the boxes that I placed down, but I didn't like that they looked so similar and in line with the other layers that I had already put down. Like just looking at this now kind of annoys me, because they look too close together in my opinion. But I play around with them for a little bit and eventually settle on a placement that I like. Here I was debating whether or not to keep this little ice cream stand. It was super cute, but the ice cream cone was exactly the same as the colourful box that I was using, and it just clashed in my brain. So I went with this Little Mermaid gal, and then ultimately didn't even end up keeping the ice cream stand. So yeah, that's kind of what my brain is like. I'm like, do I like this? Do I not? If I don't, put it back, try something else. The same thing goes with these squad girls, because in the pattern they use the same squad girls as like the standalone clear stickers. Sometimes it annoys me quite a bit that they get repeated. Like on the left here I have this girl sitting on the towel under the yellow umbrella, but then I realized that she was also on that right little pattern sticker doing like the same thing in almost exactly the same spot. And it bothered me, so I play around with that a little bit and finding a different home for her and everything else. And I also try and make sure, like you see here, that I have spots to put in all the checklists that I need. I always try and make sure that there is I would say diversity in the way that I list my tasks for each day, just to say that I don't like them all in the same row or all in the same style. So I won't do 2 days next to each other of, you know, the same kind of checklist or the same kind of bullets. I like everything to be different. So say on the 25th I have a normal checklist sticker, the next day I will try and put a box but put it in a different slot, so maybe not in the bottom or top like the other one is, and the next day I will try to do like a bullet list with my stencil, just to keep everything interesting and to have like a nice kind of dispersed writing style, so not everything is blocked in certain areas and it's all kind of even throughout the page. And then what I'm doing here is finding a bunch of little decorative elements to spruce up the spread, since I've put down most of the what I call big ticket items, like the large main attraction stickers. I just go through and usually use some clear little decorative ones, like these little sunglasses and the little slippers and the bags and the shells. I like to spread them out and create a little bit of interest just in little clusters around the page where there might not be as much going on. But I also keep in mind where I'm going to write my main tasks or events of the day and try and leave enough space as well. I fully intended for this spread to be simple. I didn't think I would use quite as many stickers as I did, but I always get carried away. It is still quite simple in the fact that I just used like two sticker books really, which is simple for me. There's still enough space to write down everything I need to do, all the main things. There are some things that I do obviously every day that I don't bother writing in, just, you know, your everyday things, but I made sure there's enough space so that I have room to do some lettering or add in some quotes if I wanted to, and still make it look lived in. I do admire the idea of white space planning. I have done a lot more spreads where there's a lot more white space, like last week's spread I think had quite a bit more white space. Even after the pen I think it looks nice and spread out, but this week I was like, you know, it's bright and fun and it's like a beach party, so why not go all out, right? Here I'm just using my stencil to kind of help me gauge where to place some stickers for a bullet list, because I like to make sure they're evenly spaced, but sometimes I can't do it just with my eye. I need to have some lines as a guide, even if I don't use the lines exactly. So if I use like 1.5 lines, which is what I did in this case. And I'm just going ahead and adding some more embellishments, some little stickers just to dress up and make little clusters. Once I'd done that, I had gotten most of what I wanted to do done and put the pages back into my planner, but then you can see here I'm adding in these little separators or dividers to the side so that I can add in my own little weekly sections to the sidebar that I like to do, which is usually for any important reminders or events I have coming up, and then the books that I've read that week. I am actually planning to do an after the pen video for this spread, so I can kind of show you the lettering that I like to use to break up those sections, so keep your eyes peeled for that probably next week. Apart from my annual flip through videos, I don't show a lot of after the pen content here on my channel. That's mainly on my Instagram, where you can see a lot of my after the pen spreads, but I do want to start doing more handwriting and after the pen videos because I do get quite a bit of questions about how I do those, and also some more drawing videos about how I doodle in my bullet journal and things like that as well. So I'm looking forward to making more of those in the future, not just plan with me. If you have any suggestions of other content you'd like to see from me, then leave it down below, because I'm brimming with ideas but I don't know what you actually want to see, so it would be great to hear back from you guys on that as well. And for the finishing touch on this spread, I just go ahead and make another little bullet list on Saturday for my tasks and to-dos that day. At first I didn't space it out super well, but I go back and adjust it. It's always a bit of a guessing game, even with the lines, but I got there in the end. So I finished off with those dots in the same colours that I used throughout the spread, and the spread was pretty much done. Here is the finished product of my Summery Squad Life spread for this week. I think it's the appropriate amount of bright and colourful and just screams all things summer, so I'm super happy with how it turned out, and I'm looking forward to seeing what it looks like after the pen as well. So be sure to come back next week to see what that's like and how I end up writing in this spread as well. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. Please don't forget to like and subscribe if you did and want to see more from me in the future, and leave a comment down below if there's anything else you would like to see from me soon. I hope you have a lovely week, and I will see you again soon. Bye!
When I first met you, then thought you and